at the 2020 Vitae Center Tea Party, I got those keychains from Angelic Pretty, but I'm not really a fan of keychains, so I thought maybe I'll do a ring out of this and a necklace out of this. So let's get started. I really miss going to tea parties and meeting my fellow Lolitas from all over Europe. At least we have a monthly tea kränzchen again in Vienna. It's a very casual gathering without dress code, but it feels great seeing them at least once a month. This is just the unpacking, nothing special to see here, except that I also used ribbons to make small hair bows. Oh, look at this cutie! It's probably made out of resin with glitter, and I love how fancy it is. Even the hook is in the shape of a heart. I will save it and maybe I can also reuse it. This heart will become a ring, and for that I taped the back with special resin tape, filled the hole with resin and then added some flatback rhinestones. Using chopstick was not a bright idea because the drops of resin were huge. A toothpick would probably have worked better, but now I know for next time. And that's it with the ring. I will let it dry and continue with the necklace. The first steps are exactly the same. Unpack and remove the hook. I didn't decide beforehand which pearls to use, but I decided against real pearls and went with small white wax beads instead and powder pink acrylic hearts. So one pearl was strung onto the pin and then rolled to make an eye hook. My eye hooks are not pretty, but they work. And of course, I did not have the right size of eye pins for the hearts. They were either too big or too small. So I chose the bigger one, added 2 wax beads on each side and just clipped a few millimeters off the tip. Then I went along and added the pearls and the hearts until I reached the end. I added the hook and a small chain to it and the necklace was done. Or so I thought. I then checked if the heart turns, so if it stays on one side, and of course it turned. So I removed the ring and added another ring, and now the necklace was officially done. Now back to the ring. I got myself a ring box and placed the base ring into it, added some resin and then glued the ring to it. It really kept the big heart in this upright position overnight until it was completely dry. And that's it! Look at those cuties, I love them so much! And thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little crafting project. I hope to film more in the future, but university started again and my time is so limited. But see you next time, bye!